Hey, Tim, resolution
Yeah.
number 26.
Christmas lights. If I could have got my microphone to work, I was going to ask her if she was okay.
So funny. So I guess we're still going to go up here for on air when, okay. That's when we're going to start. Okey doke.
15 seconds before Facebook goes live.
Oh, so you're watching? Right on. Sure. Yeah. All right. Good morning. I would like to call to order this meeting of your Fremont County Board of County Commissioners. We have a little bit of a different look today, obviously, because of COVID-19. The virus has changed a lot of what we're doing. One of our commissioners is calling in from home this morning, so we appreciate having him there. I would like to ask you to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, but first, since we have no invocation this morning, I would like to ask for a moment of silence for all of those whose lives have been affected in one way or another with the virus. So please stand. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bell.
Present.
Commissioner McFall.
Present.
Commissioner Payne.
Present.
County Manager Bryant. County Attorney Jackson.
Present.
And Planning and Zoning Director Gary is absent today.
Thank you. We turn next to the approval of today's agenda. We do have one additional new business item. Under new business, item 4, we are adding a National Public Safety Telecommunications Week proclamation for the week of April 12th through the 18th.
With that, Madam Chair, I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve today's agenda. Is there further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Up next is our consent agenda. I would like to point out we are rescheduling 2 separate public hearings. Both of these will be held on May 12th, 2020, beginning at 10 a.m. We are rescheduling these in the hope that we will actually be able to invite the public back into our building at that time, so we can have folks who have comments on these 2 separate issues to stand up and speak. The first is a temporary use permit for Howard Creek Farm, and the second is concerning an amendment to the Fremont County Zoning Resolution, Section 8.3.
With that, Madam Chair, I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve today's consent agenda. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We turn next to administrative and informational topics. We have a county clerk's monthly report, I see, so welcome this morning, Clerk Grantham.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning, everyone.
Morning.
The total motor vehicle fees, sales tax, and recording fees collected for March of this year are $1,078,435.80. Of that, Fremont County's disbursement is $611,618.60, which is a 57% of the total fees and is $114,166.05 less than March last year. Year to date, our office is down $127,138.71.
Wow.
Well, this is for March, so this is when all of this started. We don't actually have sales tax revenue information yet, but this could be a sign of things to come. So.
Well, this is also after the fact we had that hailstorm 2 years ago where people were buying new vehicles. So last year was a pretty hefty price tag of them registering them. Now we're just seeing the renewal piece of it. So that could play a part in it as well.
Thank you for that.
Madam Chair, I move to accept the county clerk's monthly report.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to accept the county clerk's monthly report. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Are there further reports from staff or elected officials this morning?
I'll say, oh, go ahead, Tim.
Go ahead, Commissioner Payne.
No, I'm good.
Oh, he's good.
Okay, he's
I'm
good.
Great. I just want to say a couple things, and we're all in the same boat, and it's not a very good boat right now. I agree with most everybody else in the county. We need to get open. It's kind of it's killing us. It's killing small business. It's killing the economy. Unfortunately, we got to follow the governor's order as it is right now. The stay-at-home order goes through the 26th. Hopefully things will change rapidly after that. We're still going to have to be careful. We do still have a virus among us. Rural America, though, is struggling, so we need to do what we can to help rural America as we can. My wife and I normally don't eat out all that much, but we've been supporting local businesses and eating out at least once a week in the carry-out, so trying to do what we can to help local business. That doesn't help them all, I know, but it makes it tough. I want to give a big kudos to our health department, our emergency manager, and our Department of Human Services. They're all working together on this virus and trying to keep everybody educated on what's happening and how things are unfolding. So appreciate everything that everybody's doing, and we're all in this together. Let's keep our heads up and stay positive, and we'll make this thing work once we come out of it. Thank you.
Thanks, Commissioner McFall. I would just add to that, I agree with everything that you've said. I know people are really starting to get restless, not only because their home, their ability to go and to do has been severely limited by all of this, but there are a lot of folks who are really hurting right now because their businesses are closed or because they have been laid off. They're no longer receiving an actual paycheck. So there are just a lot of people who are really hurting right now. I would like to add to what Commissioner McFall said. Fremont County has created a separate page on our website that is all COVID-19 related. So if you need resources, if you need information on how perhaps you can get some assistance during this time, please visit our website, fremontco.com, and it's the first big banner up at the top of the page. Click there, and then you'll receive an entire list of links and other assistance and help for COVID-19. So please keep that in mind. Anything else?
I'll chime in just a little bit and add on to that. I agree with everything both of you have said. We need to get these businesses open as soon as we can. We need to trust our small businesses. They're going to do the right thing as far as wearing masks, keep things sanitized in their businesses. And we do have a meeting tomorrow with the Mountain District of Colorado Counties Incorporated. It's 13 counties here in this Mountain District, and I think this will be a subject that we can bring up and maybe bring something to the governor that one size doesn't fit all when it comes to rural counties and urban counties. So we need to do what we can to help our small businesses to get back open. Anyway, that's all I got.
All right, thank you for that. We have no old business for consideration on today's agenda, so we'll move on to new business. Item 1 is resolution number 26, extending the declaration of a local disaster emergency with amendments to expire now at midnight on April 30th of 2020. We've had to take this step simply because the governor did go ahead and extend his closures throughout the state. Naturally, we have to follow what the governor says, and so county buildings also will continue to be closed to the general public during this time. And we are all hoping and praying that we actually can begin to reopen as of midnight on April 30th. Gentlemen, do you have anything to add to that?
So one thing, the building is closed, but I just want to reiterate that we are still doing business. Every department has employees in it. You can do business by phone, by email. We have drop-off boxes to renew your tags or building plans or whatever you're trying to get done. We are still having business occur.
Absolutely. Business is happening. And once again, if you don't know how to deal with whatever business it is you need to take care of here at the county, go to our website, find the page for the office that you need assistance from, give them a call, and they will talk you through it step by step to let you know how they can best serve you, because they all do continue to serve the public. All right.
With that, Madam Chair, move to approve resolution number 26, extending the declaration of a local disaster emergency with amendments to expire at midnight on April 30th, 2020.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 26, which will extend the declaration of a local disaster emergency with the amendments to expire at midnight on April 30th of 2020. And once again, I just would reiterate, this is changing nothing. It is only extending the date. All right. Anything further before we vote? Roll call.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We turn next to our county manager, Sunny Bryant, for an explanation on the approval of a chairman's signature on an airport grant application through the Federal Aviation Administration. Good morning, Sunny.
Good morning, and thank you. So Fremont County applied for a grant with the FAA. This grant is a total of $676,601, and it's to make taxiway improvements at the Fremont County Airport. Originally, the county was supposed to have a contribution, and then the state of Colorado, through the Department of Transportation, was supposed to have a contribution towards this project. However, with the CARES Act, we are able to get 100% funding through the FAA, and so we have a grant application before you all that has been
All right, thank you for that, Sunny. Is the timeline, do you think, going to be affected by COVID-19?
Can I just interject real quick? Sonny, can you put this microphone a little closer to you? It's very hard to hear. Thanks.
Wasn't
Yes,
working.
and actually, I was informed that it was not working, and so I apologize for that. I switched. Is that better, Tim?
Yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I apologize for that. Yes, so we will be looking at the construction. So construction is considered one of the essential functions, and so we will be working with that, the company that was selected to keep the process moving forward. And so we're not sure exact timelines right now. We'll be getting that information very quickly.
Okay, thank you. Gentlemen, further questions?
No, I don't have any further questions, just kind of a comment. I think it's, this is a great project that needed to happen out there. It's an improvement to the airport, which we're constantly trying to do with what little we can, and it's a godsend, I think, that we got through this CARES Act, that our portion of this is going to be paid for through the federal government. So with that, Madam Chair, I would move for approval of the chairman's signature on the airport grant application through the Federal Aviation Administration for $676,601. $676,601.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the chairman's signature on this airport grant application through the Federal Aviation Administration in the amount of $676,601 for taxiway improvements. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 3 is an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Canyon City for stormwater capital improvement design and construction for the Abbey Basin and Rhodes Avenue Channel. And we're going to turn first for an explanation to Commissioner Payne.
Turn your mic on.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was on a task force, the Stormwater Canyon City. They did a COP for funds, I believe it's around $8 million for capital improvements on stormwater. That included 9th Street, Dawson Ranch, and Morgan Bull Park. And this is one of the priorities was Rhodes Avenue. That's going up from the river to Highway 50 and try to make it a straight shot there for this stormwater. That's right there on the dividing line of the city and the county, but this would also help our neighbors out there in Sherwood area. As we saw in the 2015 flood, how that water hit the railroad right there and then moved southeast into the Sherwood neighborhood and did a lot of damage down there. So I think that'll help the Sherwood neighborhood as well as going on down south. And this, I believe this is a really good project that we can team up with the city on. And so unless the county manager has something else to add that I have forgotten, I'll turn it over to her.
So the only thing I wanted to add is that the funds are coming from PILT, so that's the payment in lieu of taxes funds. So Fremont County actually has budgeted $300,000 this year to be used towards stormwater projects. This IGA is requesting $100,000 in 2020 and then $100,000 in 2021. So we will work those numbers into the proposed budget for next year. So the total is $200,000 and it's coming out of PILT funds.
All right, thank you for that, Sunny. Thank you for that, Sunny.
Okay. With that, Madam Chair, I move that we approve the intergovernmental agreement with the City of Kansas City for stormwater capital improvement design and construction of the Abbey Basin and Rhodes Avenue Channel.
I'll second that.
It has been moved and seconded to approve the intergovernmental agreement with the City of Canyon City for stormwater capital improvement design and construction at the Abbey Basin and Rhodes Avenue Channel to the tune of $200,000, half of that to be paid in 2020, the other half to be paid in 2021. Further discussion?
I just want to mention that we learned yesterday that the design is already done for this project, so they're just waiting on a partner to get on board, and then the project will be a go. So it's ready to go.
All right, thank you for that. No further discussion, let's do roll call.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, the final item of new business today is a proclamation for National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, which is actually this week, April 12th through 18th. Commissioner Payne, I will read this proclamation, but did you have anything you wanted to say first to introduce this?
Well, we had a board meeting last night with the Kansas City Fire Protection District, and it was on the agenda for that, and I thought it would be a good idea that we also did the same thing. We can honor our unsung heroes out there at the center that with the telecommunicators that put in all the time and work out there, and so it's just a way to kind of honor them and tell them thank you for doing a great job for us. So with that, I'll let you read the proclamation.
All right, thank you. National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, April 12th through 18th of 2020. Whereas emergencies can occur at any time that require police, fire, or emergency medical services, and whereas dedicated public safety communication officers, also known as dispatchers, serve the citizens of Colorado by answering their requests for law enforcement, fire, or emergency medical services as the first link between the citizen and the emergency responder. And whereas the safety of both citizens and emergency responders is dependent upon the highly trained and skilled public safety communications officers, and whereas the role public safety communication officers play in ensuring public safety occurs behind the scenes and is seldom recognized. And whereas public safety communication officers serving the County of Fremont have exhibited professionalism, efficiency, and compassion during the performance of their essential duties. And whereas the Association of Public Communication Officials has designated the second week in April to recognize public safety telecommunicators. Therefore, be it resolved that we, the Board of Fremont County Commissioners, declare the week of April 12th through April 18th, 2020, as National Public Safety Telecommunications Week in honor of the men and women who play a critical role in the protection and preservation of life and property.
So, Madam Chair, I want to say one thing. These guys out here sometimes feel like they don't get the credit they get. They are the first responder most of the time. So I appreciate them tremendously. And I know everyone else in the community does as well.
You don't get the credit they get. They are first responder most of the time.
We got a little feedback coming through.
A little bit.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Yeah, okay, it might have been him. So with that, Madam Chair, I would move to approve the proclamation declaring the week of April 12th through the 18th, 2020 as National Public Safety Telecommunications Week in Fremont County.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded to proclaim National Public Safety Telecommunications Week here in Fremont County during this week, April 12th through 18th of 2020. Further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner McFall.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne.
Aye.
Commissioner Bell.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We are finished with business, but before we bang the gavel, I would just like to say a quick thank you to our entire IT department. We have a new technology system here in our boardroom this morning. We have been working, I say we very loosely, because they really have been working very, very hard to update our entire system here to be able to bring our meetings into you in your home or your business, wherever you happen to be, in an easier and a much improved manner. So I just wanted to note that and to say thank you truly from each and every one of us. With that, there being no further business to come before this board, we are adjourned.